3 years. It's been a total of 3 years since I first started this channel and decided that, yeah, I was going to make a channel to study audiences. And I am forever grateful for the opportunities that were given to me as not only a person, but as a researcher. You've all been wonderful and receptive and critical of my own work throughout the years, and that's helped me a lot to broaden my horizons and my perspectives. I will also lie that the money that I got from content creation helped me a ton, and I am forever grateful that you've all decided to watch, like, and comment. I cannot stress this enough. Thank you so much. Every time that I wake up as a content creator, every time that I live stream, I always just think, damn, 100 people are here. I know that, like, oh, we're a channel with 130,000 subs, like, the 100 isn't a lot. No! Have you ever seen a room of, like, 100 people? I don't think I've ever, like, I don't think you understand how big 100 people are. Just, even 50 people. There's so many people. So every time that, like, I see a viewer on my channel, like, no matter how small or how poor the video is doing, like, the moment that I see that it hits, like, 1,000 viewers, I'm just like, oh my god, it's like, it found 1,000 people. And it was always just so amazing to realize that there's so many people out there, and I'm so happy that you've all decided to click on my content, and I am forever grateful for the opportunities, and I am forever grateful that you've all decided to stick around. That being said though, I want to talk about the future of Chill with Aster. This was something that's been weighing on my mind for, I guess, the beginning of 2024, and something that I have been considering as both a student and someone that's about to work, as well as my own personal interests when it comes to Genshin Impact and the new games that are coming out for Reverse 1999, for Zenless Zone Zero. That's something that I'm also thinking of. And I have to admit, my interest in Genshin lore has been waning a lot over the years, even as a casual player. And I guess it's just my overall interest in Genshin. Genshin Impact is a very, very fast-paced game. Like, even if a lot of people say that, oh, there's content drought, oh, there's not a lot to do, the fact that it updates for every 6 weeks is just, as a student, that's like so fast. And Genshin lore is also definitely one of the harder contents to do because lore updates, like, there's a new place, right? Like Remuria. I remember when Remuria came out, as well as like the 3.5 locations, and I was like, oh my god, I know there's gonna be a lot of lore here, and I don't know if I have time because it was like, I was going alongside my college classes, and I am a research student. So papers were very, very big in my course, and like it really put me into perspective that open live service games require so much time. And as a content creator of those kinds of games, sure, it's really nice to have content to talk about almost every month, but it's so daunting. But I'm happy of where Genshin got me for these 3 years, and I am forever grateful for Genshin and the opportunities that it gave me, but I do think that it's time for me to broaden my horizons and to explore new games. Genshin Impact will always be a game that is very special to my heart, especially with Natlin coming out. I am ready to talk about Natlin. Hopefully nothing bad happens. But I also want to cover more games in the future that I like the stories of. And I want to make more content and video essays on games like The Beginner's Guide, The Stanley Parable, Portal 2, Left 4 Dead 2. Games that I find just very interesting and something that I can, dissect with a scalpel. Genshin Impact will always be one of the games that I love, but I think that I am going to be diversifying the content on this channel. I think someone told me a long time ago that my bigger mistake as a content creator was that I focused too much on applying the niche to the point that it kind of boxed me in as a content creator. Because I remember that person asked me, are you really going to be doing this for the rest of your life? And I couldn't even confidently tell them yes. So now I am going to be breaking out of that box and trying to see what more I can do with my creativity and see just what's out there, because The Beginner's Guide needs to be dissected. Whale Milk's video is so nice and it inspired me a lot. Next is my future as a content creator and the content types. I want to make more content. The borderline, the bottom line of all of this is I want to make more content, and I want to feel more fulfilled when I make different content. I think if you notice for my June, I kind of branched out to different aspects of Genshin. Rather than just focusing on Genshin lore, I also focus on the Genshin fans. Something that I really, really love doing. Like, I remember when I did that, and I was giving like the results in discussion, and because this was something I was, I guess, kind of used to as a student, I was like, oh my gosh, it's all clicking. This is so nice. I really like learning about like these people, and it's so interesting to get like survey results and just be able to find a way to, I guess, interact with a large pool of people, because it's kind of hard to always like, you know, talk to them. But surveys are kind of the bridge between that, even if it is kind of minuscule. I really like doing surveys. It makes me so happy that you guys like answered them, and the making the numbers, making the results and the script for it actually didn't feel like actually does not feel as tiring as I thought it would be. Like when I saw the numbers, I was like, oh my god. I don't know. So I don't think that I'm going to completely be leaving Genshin, but I think what I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to refocus my perspective on Genshin as a piece of content. Instead of focusing on the lore, I want, now that I'm a little older, I want to focus on it as, I guess, like a product, as a story, etc. There's a lot to be dissected from Genshin because it's a gacha game that has generated $1 billion. Ah, so lucrative, so interesting. But when it comes to gaming and vlogs and live streams, I also kind of want to do more gaming videos, more let's plays personally. I think one of my 2024 New Year's resolutions was actually to make more gaming content, because I just wanted to play more video games. I actually don't play a lot of video games. Like I don't play a lot of different video games. I just play League of Legends, which I'm a PvP person, so I want to make a new channel. I actually did this before, and I guess time and life just kind of caught to me, but I want to make a gaming channel. I don't know if it will still be under Aster, but I'm thinking if it is, or if I'm going to be attempting a new project with a new persona altogether, but I guess I'll just see what happens. As for vlogs, I'm thinking if I'm going to be doing it as shorts or if I'm gonna be doing it as full videos. I actually don't know which one is much easier for my mental state. But yeah, I want to make more content, and I want to make more different content because, well, it's fun. I am a creator at heart. I know that if I take long breaks, I'm just gonna whittle out and personally tire myself out by accident. But I love creating. I love showing my creations to other people, and I am interested to see what happens. And yeah, that's basically it. The next thing that I want to talk about is I'm gonna be a variety video essay channel rather than a Genshin lore content creator. And what does that mean? I don't want to talk about drama. I'm already in a difficult situation enough as it is mentally, so I kind of don't want to talk about drama at all. I know that a lot of people have been asking me what are my thoughts about this drama, especially in the Genshin community. And for me personally, I don't think that's my cup of tea. Because, like, one is I understand that on the internet, I'm not supposed to be saying certain things. I don't know, maybe my what do you call this? All of the readings that were given to me as a student kind of talks about, like, you know, being careful on the internet. But I don't want to be like those negative Sunny V2 vibes channel. I just want to talk about games. I want to talk about their stories, and I want to correlate them with something like IRL, for example. Like, I don't know, but maybe theories. But basically what I feel like doing at the time. But basically my goal is just to leave behind being a Genshin lore only content creator. I don't know the logistics of what's gonna happen when it comes to like my Hoyo creators and stuff, but I'll just see what happens because I want to do this for myself. Even if it's not going to generate a lot of money, I'm just going to be much more fulfilled as a person, I suppose, if I start doing things that I like more rather than what I have to do. Because Genshin lore is lucrative, but at the same time, I do think that I want to diversify myself and my perspective on games in general. So the last and most important question is, am I quitting Genshin? Well, I don't think I'm completely cutting the game off from my life, but I actually haven't been playing all that often either. And again, back to being a League of Legends addict. Actually, I haven't touched my game in a few months consistently, except for doing those like Sino and Farina story quests, and then the main Arcane quests. I think, regardless of anything that happens to me, I could like die tomorrow. I don't care. I'm going to finish the Arcade quest. I can't drop Genshin Impact now. I've invested too much in the Arcade quest. I'm gonna come back every now and then to make content for it, because I don't think it's also healthy that I just completely cut it out of my life. Oh my god, Genshin Impact is so toxic. I'm going to most likely just tamper it down. I'm not going to rush around for the latest lore update or, you know, focus my eyes on the lore itself and just try to Frankenstein it all together. I guess I want to play more games that have a concise ending actually, rather than live service games for their story, because it's hard to juggle. I also want to play more Reverse 999, or I also want to play more Wuthering Waves storylines, or I want to play more main quest games, basically. I actually realized that about myself. I was never really a big side content girl. I like playing the main story quest of games and then, you know, just going on about my life, because life. I'm not a completionist either, and I guess lore kind of challenged at that perspective I had for games, because every random piece of paper is going to make or break this theory. I do have some ideas for more Genshin lore analysis, and I'm not going to focus inherently on like making grand theories anymore. More so just like the little fun theories, because I have like a video that's coming up for Wanderer, because I wanted to go back and examine the Irminsul. So I think for July to August, I'm still going down my list of theories, so expect that. I have a Dane video coming up soon, so expect that at the very least, that the Genshin videos will relatively stay for the next 2 months, with variety content sprinkled in or out. But I do want to just take Genshin Impact slower, much slower, and kind of ease out of. I know that the views aren't going to be as, you know, lucrative, and it's not going to be as big, but honestly at this point I don't really care. I think that I'm going to be fine. I wanted to go with this with a positive attitude, and I'm going to be okay. And for you guys, I think this would give me a great opportunity to try out the games that you want me to play that isn't Genshin Impact. Because I think that, well, I know that I'm going to lose a lot of my core audience, but hey, it was nice meeting all of you. Maybe, what do you call this? Maybe we'll see each other again in the future.